Darling, I just want to talk to you. Like, don't give me the cold shoulder now. Like, you don't like it when I compliment you and tell you how beautiful you are? What is it then? Like, darling, you know what I said about it's important that we communicate if we're going to work things out. I'm not getting on to you now, I just want you to be real with me. Like, if there's something on your mind, like, you can tell me. You don't have to keep it to yourself. Darling, you gotta stop this for real. I'm not being playful right now. I'm being serious. Like, come here. Like, come right here to where I can see you. No, you're not walking off right now. Darling, sit down and let me tell you what I'm trying to tell you. If you would just take a second and let me talk. Like, is it wrong for me? Is it wrong for me to want your attention? I like it when you place your attention on me. You can't look at me like that after giving me all of that. Now you're gonna look at me like that, darling. You're just trouble is what you are. Why is it like that with you? Like, what is there? Like a switch in your mind that's so easy to flip. I know why. It's because when you're short with me and when you give me attitude, you want me to put you in your place. Yeah, you want me to say something to snap you out of it. You just like it when I'm a little... Well, you don't want me to be bland and boring, do you? You deal with far too much of that already, don't you, darling? Fortunately, I'm only going to disappoint you. I'm quite uneventful. And there's not much here, darling. I love you. I love that look on your face right now. I love you way too much. That's why I really shouldn't let myself in these situations with you. Because that look you're giving me is a little bit too alluring. It's like you're trying to get inside my head with that look. It's working. It's a little bit ironic though, because you already have such an effect on me. I don't think it could become any stronger, and if it did, then I think you need to run the opposite direction. Because I'm already at that point, darling, where I just can't hold myself back with you. I just always want more of you, darling. Like, just having you here and being able to look at you and touch you, take you in, your soft skin, those otherworldly eyes of yours. I'm just so lost in you, darling. Just being able to call you darling. It's a fix for me. It's an addiction. I don't know what I'd do if darling, wasn't here for me too. Well, sometimes you know how I am. It's like you're my little punching bag. With my words, of course, I would never touch you physically. Only in ways that you like, darling. Not that I want every little touch I give you to feel like I want it to be a good thing. Not something that traumatizes you or hurts you, but something that you get off on. You can't get enough of. Darling, I'm already way too much like that with you when it comes to, like, with your hands. You touch me, darling. Usually I don't like when other people touch me, but when you touch me, it does something to me, darling. I'm just so obsessed with it. And I need you to balance it out a little bit, and I need you to feel something in the way you do. But just to really let go and allow yourself to feel it. Because you don't need to hold back. You already affect me far, far more than I could ever hope to affect you. But just to see that look on your face, darling, when I'm really inside you, just affecting you. When you're feeling something so strong, darling, I want you to feel it all for me. You're the most potent drug to ever be concocted. You know just what I want. Just how to give it to me. I need you, darling. I'm never letting you go. You're my little darling forever. You know, sometimes it's so intense, darling, the way I feel about you, that it's like I hate it. I don't hate it, but it's kind of like that, because I just think to myself, who are you? Who are you, this tiny little thing, this petite little girl? Who are you to get in my head the way you do? To make me feel the way you do? It's wrong. Should be a criminal offense for you to have this effect on any man. But on me, I am not used to feeling this way. Usually it's the opposite way around. I don't know what you did to me, darling. You have me just telling you ridiculous things, absurd things. Like telling you, make it stronger, darling. Just make it even stronger. I want to feel it all for you. Only you. That's how you make me feel. You just make me so gone. I'm so addicted to you. And I love it. That's the fucked up part. Instead of hating it and trying to get you out of my mind, the way I should be doing, I just keep coming back, letting you get a little bit more inside my head. I think my impulse, rather than to run away from you, is to, well, balance it out a little bit. And you know one way I could do that, darling? Yeah. You're used to it. You have such a crazy boyfriend that, I mean, would you even call me your boyfriend at this point? The way I own you. And I hypnotize you. Yeah, that's the way I want it, Pat. Slipped out again. That's the way I want it. Yeah, I just love getting inside your mind, and rather than doing some like, okay, I'm gonna hypnotize you and it's gonna be therapeutic and relaxing and you're gonna get something out of it. You're gonna wake up feeling so refreshed, as if you had the most rejuvenating, revitalizing nap. It's like you nap for hours and it was the best nap ever. Like, all that's great. All that's wonderful. And like that time that I hypnotized you to make your chest a little larger. And it worked. Isn't it interesting how the mind is so versatile, powerful? Again, like, that's all great. But like, for me, I just need to own my little darling. I need to know that little mind belongs to me, and only me. I'm selfish like that, darling. So what I'm going to do is we're going to strengthen the extent, the depth of a hypnotic effect, the hypnotic effect I have on you, the effect I have on you. I want the effect I have on you, darling, to be so deep. I want it to be like lights out every time I snap my fingers, give you your little trigger. I want that conscious mind to shut off completely. And here's the reason why, darling. I think that often you can get so busy and so distracted with all those little thoughts going around in your little head. And it's important. It's really important, darling. And it's a good thing to just let those thoughts shut off. No more thinking. When you're with me, darling, no thoughts. Just let me take control for a little bit and show you what you really need, what you really want. And what you want now, darling, is to lights out. Lights out, darling. And let that little mind become blank and empty for me. And think to yourself, wow, isn't it nice? Isn't it wonderful to just let go and to feel something so pleasant? That's right, darling. Feel it even stronger. Feel me. Yeah, touching you. You know I can't hold myself back when it comes to you, darling. Just touching my little darling. Let my touch be hypnotic too. That's the way we explore our unique blend of fucked up, crazy. That's what we do, darling. Sleep now. Even deeper, darling. You're my darling, and I want you to sleep. Just sleep for me. Like again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I just have to remind you that you've become so accustomed to just being stressed and worrisome, and it's not what you need. You need to let those little thoughts go. You need to sleep. Sleep for me, darling. Going even deeper. That's right, just relaxing even further. With one. Feeling that relaxation just flowing throughout you. And darling, what you need to know now, with two, relaxing even deeper, is that I love to hypnotize you like this. I really enjoy it. It's not a burden on me to give you this experience, to show you what your mind's capable of, to relax you even further with three. Let yourself go even further. I want to give you this experience, darling. And I want to be so deep inside that little mind of yours. 4, almost there. On the count of 5, you could just let go completely. Just let go all the way and feel me deep inside you. With 5, that's right, darling. Fuck, this feels nice. You know, when you relax and drift, sometimes I drift a little bit with you. And it just feels really good to be close to you like this. Here, darling, why don't you scoot a little closer? Yeah, let me touch every inch of you. This is almost too personal, darling. Just not used to it. But I really like it with you. Yeah, just press yourself. I want you to press yourself tightly against me, darling. It's okay. Your thighs, your hips, your legs wrapped around me. It's a good thing. And you can tell how you affect me like this, don't you? Like just knowing that you're so deep for me, darling. Going even deeper. That's right, babe. God, you feel so fucking good pressed up against me like this. Like you can't blame me for being unable to control myself down there. It's a little too strong, darling. Just looking at you does that to me, but feeling you against me like this is another story entirely. Just stay like this for me, darling. Take it in. Really feel it for me. That's my girl. You like this, don't you? You know, sometimes you act like you're not open-minded or not willing to try the outright absurd, fucked up ideas I come up with, but it seems like you're really enjoying this one. It's not too bad, is it? Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, darling, I love it. I'm not afraid to admit it. I love hypnotizing you like this, darling. I think you're something special. The way that your eyes roll back. The way that I can sense your breathing slowing down for me. Those sounds you make. Sometimes you don't even realize. I don't think you even realize the sounds you make when I have you in a deep, deep trance like this. But I like those sounds, darling. You don't have to stop. Every little sound you make, every little thing you do, all these little quirks you have, I just find them so endearing. I wouldn't want my little darling to be any other way. So, just sleep for me, darling. That's right. You're so lucky to have a boyfriend that's a little bit, well, a lot, a whole lot off the rails. I just can't control myself. Maybe it's you. Maybe I'm not the crazy one. It's just the fact that you're too fucking cute. Too fucking adorable. Too fucking tempting. I don't think you can blame me at all. I think you've got it all wrong. It's all you, darling. Even when I tie you up, even when I do terrible, terrible things to my little darling, it's what you want. You actually really enjoy it. So, darling, tell me, how long are you going to let me hypnotize you like this? The reason I ask is because it feels so good. It's hard for me not to just, like, I know you're hardly wearing anything right now, but I don't want you to be wearing anything when I play with your little mind like this, darling. Not even that little yeah. Don't worry, darling. It's coming off in just a minute. I'm not done. I'm so far. You know I'm not done with you until we're both completely spent. I gotta exhaust your mind a little bit first, though. So again, darling, sleep now, dropping all the way down for me. Good girl. Now put your hands behind your back. That's right. Such an obedient girl. Yeah, darling. We're just getting started. And maybe you're beginning to realize what a mistake you made in giving me permission to hypnotize this little mind of yours. Because it's not going to be long before every facet of it and every inch of your body belongs to me. And only me. That's right. Sleep now, darling. We're just getting started.